So this is the lakeside camp at Lake Elijah, if that's how you say it. First thoughts, not amazing to be honest. It's alright, it's nice bush camping, whatever, but the sites are pretty small. You're a bit of a distance away from the water, and the sites are really close together, like it's almost like a caravan park. So we've just got a real narrow road between us and another group. What do you reckon?
Which is not what we were expecting.
But you think it's okay?
Oh, I do.
So the kicker is that this is $27.40 a night instead of the normal $15 or whatever. So they do have got hot showers and stuff down there, which is cool. That'll be good. But yeah, not the best campsite we've been to in Victoria, that's for sure. I guess if you had a boat and kayaks and that, you know, it'd be good with a group of people, whatever. But in terms of, you know, picturesque campsites, not up there with the best that we've seen. Anyway, we have often arrived at campsites and then changed our mind, so we'll see how it goes. We're here for 2 nights, and then we're going to a farm stay on that caravan overnight farm stay membership arrangement. We found a farm that'll let us stay there for $10 a night, only 30 minutes from here. So, oh yeah, and there's no fire pits here, which is a bit of a downer as well.
Well, there is down at the...
You got to go down to the foreshore to use them, so you can't use any in the campground. And I loaded up a whole heap of wood, cut it all up last night in the hopes of having some nice fires, because it's getting cold. We used a diesel heater last night and this morning, you know, 6 degrees, whatever. But anyway, it is what it is. What do you see, Ollie? What is it? You can go up close to it, but I think it'll probably hop away. It won't like you. Very gentle, Keepy. Look, there's a bubby one over there. See near the fence? So these are the hot showers and toilets. They're alright, I don't think they're too bad. Sarah's saying they're full of spiderwebs and she's not having a shower there. So there you go. Beautiful outlook. It's definitely not a bad place. Like, sorry if that offends anyone. Comments before about it not being amazing. Like, we've been to some pretty stunning Victorian campsites. This is, yeah, it's decent. It's just not as good as where we've been. It's pretty beautiful. This kind of reminds me of Wellington Dam over in Western Australia, where you can camp at the formal campsite, or you can just go and camp anywhere around the lake, away from everyone else. It's an interesting lake, this one actually. It's almost like a river. It's not really, it's not shaped like a normal lake. Really beautiful, but Cooper, listen, what did you just find? What is it? Show me.
Doodle.
Show me. Can I see them? Where did you get them?
Just in the bush.
In the bush. Are you going to keep them?
Yes.
You're a lucky boy, aren't you? So we've changed our tunes. We like this place. It's awesome. Just the campground's a bit average. No, it's not. It's not terrible. It's just
not beautiful.
It'd be nice if you were a bit closer to the water and the sites had a bit more segregation.
And the toilets and the showers weren't full of spiders.
Oh geez, we sound like whingers, don't we?
Yeah, we are.
We're spoiled. And you know what? That's exactly right. We have had some absolutely cracker campsites over the last few weeks. And yeah, coming back to the norm is a bit of a letdown. But anyway, the actual lake, really beautiful. And there's a lot of free camping around the lake that I'm sure would be fantastic. We wanted somewhere, you know, a bit of peace of mind that you could have a booking for the long weekend. Otherwise, yeah, good fun and games trying to find somewhere. So we might check out the other side of the lake later on. We've kind of decided that we're going to hang around the High Country area. We've got, what, 26 days after our next stay,
Yeah, I think so,
before we got to be in Wagga Wagga in New South Wales. So we'll see. So walking around this campsite, we probably picked the worst possible area to be in. Like, we're as squished as it gets. Anything over 50 is fantastic. Like, you get a bit more privacy. What was the best one? 52? 50. The one in the far corner is sort of close to the lake, big and relatively private. So, yeah. Anyway, it's good to see that there are some nice sights here. We just kind of lucked out by the looks of it. So this is Merlot's lookout behind me. Absolutely spectacular. Kind of gives you a bit of perspective of the lake. Really, really beautiful. What a place. So I would say our campsite is across the other side, and we just drove through 2 other campsites. Yeah, quite a few options for camping around here. Not bad at all. So we might have been saying this place wrong. Maybe it's Eildon. Is it Lake Eildon? I don't know. But anyway, it's a hydro setup. So Sarah's going to explain the hydro setup to you.
I'm not.
How does it work?
I don't know. The water probably makes propeller things go around.
Yeah.
It creates electricity. I don't know these things. I was just explaining it to Ollie in simple man's terms.
I know, she's quite correct.
Well, you were laughing at the way I was explaining it.
Well, yeah, we have to simplify things for the kids.
I think it's that for me.
Anyway, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Massive dam. Really, really cool. That's unbelievable. It's humongous. Very cool. Where are we, Ollie? Look at that. Drive your monster truck up there.
It's a shortcut.
Don't fall over though.
Who wants to take the shortcut?
What a view. Unbelievable. So that is all houseboats over there in the distance. And there's a huge boat place down in town. You might be able to just see it actually if I spin this around. Way down there, along with their hydroelectric setup. So I think we might have underestimated the amount of recreational activity that goes on here. It's a massive dam. Lots and lots of boats. It'd be pretty cool to live on a houseboat for a week or something out here. That'd be alright. Almost, I said to Sarah, it's the Victorian version of Lake Argyle in Western Australia. Pretty cool.
What you doing?
Looking up the Renogy inverter manual. So we've got a 2000 watt Renogy inverter in here. It started to smell a bit a few days back.
Mom, I need you.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute, okay?
So yeah, it started to smell a bit a couple of days ago, and then it went away, and it's been running okay since. But I did lodge a ticket with Renogy. One of the fans doesn't seem to come on properly, and they were going on about it mounted incorrectly, and you know, blah blah blah. Pretty, almost like you're talking to a robot, to be honest. But I just turned it on then. We're using the induction cooktop for a couple of minutes on low, only on 800 watt, and it's alarming. So I don't know, it's dead. But they did agree to send a new one out. It's going to our house in Perth. We have to try and get that over here now. Anyway, we have a spare one, so I don't really care. I've got one in the camper that we can use, and I've got a spare one that we can run. Just, it won't run the induction cooktop. But that's not the end of the world. So yeah, good times. Always something breaking. Fridge on the
Fridge
fan on the freezer. What else? What else is broken? Oh, something's making a noise on the D-Max on the front.
Lost the 2 hubcaps.
Lost 2 hubcaps. There's always something going on. Anyway, it's all good.
Hard life.
So it's actually sort of warm enough to swim here. You going to jump in, Ollie?
No.
We're going to go surfing.
Go surfing, mate. Jump in. A little bit of a breeze, but it's all right. And tonight, I have no doubt that the campsite is going to get a bit mental. Lots and lots of people will be coming from Melbourne and wherever for the long weekend. Good to have everyone out and about, enjoying themselves. as much as we like the peace and quiet, it is always trying to remind myself that it's good seeing people out having fun, enjoying themselves in nature and so forth. So we're going to go for a swim. Well, what a spectacular place. Absolutely fantastic. So there's quite a few people in the campground. I'm sure they'll keep rolling in for a couple of hours now. A long weekend. I said to Sarah, you forget the excitement of heading away for a long weekend with some friends or family or whatever. You kind of get used to life on the road. Yeah.
That thing is to stop the boat from going away.
That's right. That's a beautiful boat, isn't it? So a pretty cool spot. This would be like Waroona or Wellington or whatever, where they water ski all weekend. But this is so much more picturesque, really pretty. So, I highly recommend this place. Really, really, really like it. Campground where we are could be improved on, definitely. But fantastic lake.
Let me go.
So welcome to our new campsite. Stairs. What's your problem?
This is spicy.
It's spicy, is it? It's not that bad.
It's hit the back of my throat.
So anyway, as I was saying, this is our new campsite. So we left Lake Eildon, if that's how you say it. I don't really know, this morning. Nice spot, but yeah, pretty busy last night. Lots of people out there enjoying themselves. And we didn't have a booking anyway for any longer. So we managed to snag this place, which is a farm stay overnight caravan, something or others. It's a membership, $10 a night. So, I mean, look at this. We got ourselves a nice bit of paddock, lots of sheep hanging around, little dam, fire pit. The road's over there, but can't complain at all. $10 a night. So can't give you any more information. You got to join up to that membership, I think, if you want to know where it is, and then you just contact the owners. This guy was awesome, except I broke his sprinkler, so I'll have to tell him that. Sarah and I mentioned it when we drove in. We were going to park somewhere else and then we changed and I didn't see it. Kids were fighting in the back of the car. Bang, bang. So might be replacing a sprinkler too, I reckon. Anyway, what are you guys eating?
Shahi celery.
Well, it's a pretty beautiful evening actually. Really, really pretty. So about 1 million little birds that fly out of this shed behind me. Check out the views, but even though it's quite dry, and it was definitely warm today, or warm for Victoria, really, really witchy. Can't complain at all. $10 a night, nice dam, and you can have a fire and all that over there. And he's even got firewood for you to use. Really, really cool. So a few mozzies around tonight. That's the first time we've really had issues with them actually in Victoria, but can't complain here at all. So we're just going to stay 2 nights. It's kind of just to get away from the crowds for the long weekend, and then we'll keep travelling. We've kind of come up with a bit of a plan. We're going to head south down to something starting with W, can't remember, a couple of hours from here, and then we'll probably spend a fair bit of time east of Lake Eildon, so do a lot more of the high country and maybe even end up over in Kosciuszko before we head up to Wagga. So we'll leave the coast for our return leg when we come back down from Queensland. G'day. So we're just driving through a campground that's not far from where we're staying at the moment actually. It's called Kendall Campground, and it's probably, I don't know, 60 groups of people set up here. It's pretty busy. People everywhere. So it's fantastic, everyone's getting out for the long weekend. We're glad that we have a little spot on our own on a property. That's fantastic. Makes you appreciate it a lot more. What do you reckon?
Yeah, like it'll be nice on a weekday when there's no...
Yeah, it looks good here, like a nice decent bush camp. Be free, eh?
It's free, yeah.
It's free, there's a creek down the corner. So, caught a big fish. the Snobs Creek hatchery. That thing is about, I don't know, 5 metres tall or something. It's unbelievable. Freshwater fish production since 1948. There you go. Pretty cool. So Snobs Falls, absolutely fantastic. That might be one of the best waterfalls we've been to in Victoria, I reckon. Really, really cool. Super easy to get to. We raced home, there's a storm on the way, so we're all going to get drenched very shortly. Kind of pack things away as best we can. Looking a bit ominous. I think it'll come in from over this way. But anyway, such is life. Yeah, be nice to have our annex out maybe, but it's not worth the effort. So everyone's a bit crooked today. Sarah's not feeling so well and the boys have both got colds. I feel okay, like my body's fighting something off, but anyway, you got to take the good with the bad. This is a pretty magic area. Really, really nice. So looking forward to spending some time exploring more of the high country and trying to make a point every day of just appreciating everything. It's really easy to fall into a routine where you sort of take life on the road and travelling in general for granted. And yeah, I try and make a point of thinking about what I'd be doing back at home, working or, you know, coming home after a crazy day and dealing with kids and all that sort of stuff. So it is an amazing lifestyle, not sunshine and rainbows like a lot of people try and make out. We have our difficult days, we have our difficult moments, but for the most part it's a lot more enjoyable than being at home. But everyone is different. There's people that travel that don't like it. So yeah, big move if you're gonna sell your house and hit the road and then realise that you don't like it. But anyway, we're enjoying ourselves and we're going to travel for a while yet. We're sort of thinking maybe another 18 months, or I don't know, we'll see what happens. If everyone's happy and healthy and things are going okay, we might travel for more. We shall see. Well, it's turned out pretty well, this place. Really happy actually. The campsites down the road are absolutely chockers. This is awesome. Really good. Are you happy with that?
No, I don't care.
Maybe this is hot, yeah. Good morning. So we've just left our camp. We're driving a little bit of a gravel 4-wheel drive track. This is Tin Hut. Pretty awesome. Cool looking thing. So I'm sure we'll see tons of them over the next few days. So an old power station and a pretty wicked looking bridge over there. I don't know if that's the one we're supposed to be looking for. So this is the Rubicon State Forest, I think. Pretty cool looking area. So we found the proper bridge over here. Looks absolutely magnificent. No way. So Rubicon River Road turning onto Tom Burns Road. So this does get closed seasonally. Absolutely spectacular, but such a cool part of the world. But I'm a bit concerned towing this thing around. Even though it's just ticked over from summer, but you only need a tiny bit of mud and you slip quite a bit, eh? So just doing things very carefully and slowly. So Sarah tells me, turn down this, what was it, cathedral something. So we go down there and I could see it was a bit rutted. I said, are you sure? Yeah. Anyway, no, it was alright. Rutted and whatever, a few little tricky sections. And one spot, I was trying to avoid a hole and the camper trailer fell into it and smashed the door a bit, but I don't think it's done any damage. Anyway, we're finding the limits of this Recon RT, and it goes alright. It's just the door where it hangs down low that is the vulnerable bit. But pretty amazing country, really cool. I'm glad we're enjoying this. Anyway, we're going to head to camp. Where are we going? Cook's Mill.
Yeah, that's what we're checking out.
See what that's like. If it's good, we'll stay there. If it's not, we'll keep going. So something's not right with our battery, our lithium battery. I was just moving charge over to the camper and I could hear the fridge fan die every time the charger turned off, even though it shouldn't be turning off. And I had the light on the next time and the light dies as well. So I don't know whether the battery BMS is stopping the power or what. I'm not really sure what's going on. Anyway. Good times. So this is Cook's Mill campsite. There's only a little walk down to the stream and there's a couple of other walks around the place that you can do. Oh dear. Cooper's stacked it again. Anyway, not a bad little spot actually. I'm just worried about this battery now. It could be a bit of a problem if it stops running our fridge. Good morning. So we've left our campsite, Cook's Mill. This is another one called Keppel's Creek. Keppel Creek. So just checking it out, free camp. Looks pretty easily accessible. You'd get here with a 2-wheel drive or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't cost a cent. Not bad actually. It's probably as good as Cook's Mill and you don't have to pay for it. So we're at Nichols Lookout and Sarah tells me where we are is not suitable for towing.
Well, that's what one person said, but there's nothing on the roads or anything, so I highly doubt it.
We're, I pulled over, the trans temp's got to 103 and the engine was at 102, so it's pretty hard work for this thing. Anyway, we'll get there hopefully. Check out the views. Rightio, so we're at Mount Lake, or Lake Mount. Pretty hard slog to get here, but it's kind of cool actually. It reminds me of New Zealand without the snow. So it'd be mint to come here in winter time, see the snow. Apparently, you can camp here for free and they've got toilets and showers and stuff, I don't know. So we might go and have a wander around and see. Feels a bit of a weird place to camp, but it's kind of cool. So another very random campsite for us. This place is it's pretty interesting actually. We were probably considering moving, but the kids were keen to hang around and we went for a walk inside. There's a cafe and that, and the staff there is super friendly. There's toilets and showers that are open 24/7, hot showers and everything. You can use it all for free, you can camp for free, and they've got all kids toys and stuff there inside. Yeah, really friendly. So we had a couple of bowls of wedges, and she's like, yeah, camp wherever you want, you know. So we'll stay the night. I think we've got to get some schoolwork done now anyway. It's getting nearly 2 o'clock. Might go for a bit of a walk around. This would be really cool in winter time. Sarah's got me thinking now about some snow trips. Will we do a snow trip next year or what?
No, not in this.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to do it in our recon. She doesn't think it's suitable.
Well, you don't have any room to store any bulky clothes, like we'd be stuffed, and dry clothes, and yeah, I don't know.
Here, Bridget,
Well, we'll see. I'll work on her. So we're having a walk around this place. Going up to the ski trails. Ollie, should we come back here when it's snowing and you try skiing or snowboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you, Kiwi?
Yeah.
Would that be fun? Be pretty cool. So here's the rest of the views. Pretty amazing. Not bad. I'd love to see it when it's snowing. I've been to New Zealand, but I haven't seen any significant snow in Australia. So one of those afternoons, I got 2 cranky kids. Actually, we've had 2 cranky kids for a couple of days now. I think they're still feeling a bit sick. What's the matter, Kippy? Okay.
Come on.
What's the problem, Ollie?
I want to keep that picture with my feet.
No, this is a better spot to sit.
I want the black.
So it's cleared out. Most of the guys and girls that have worked here have gone home. I think there's still a few people here. But it's really quiet. I can hear a pump down there, I think, that's running. But yeah, dead quiet and pretty awesome. The facilities out there are like brand spanking new, really clean and nice showers and toilets. A bit weird walking in through the cafe, but I suppose from now on it's all closed anyway, so you just walk in through the side to the toilets. So yeah, not a bad place, a bit random for us, but it's all good.